Listeners, while we love to hear your thoughts and opinions, please remember that the views expressed by our audience members do not necessarily reflect those of the Queen's Talk Gossip podcast team. We value diverse perspectives and encourage respectful discourse within our royal community. Cheers to lively discussions and keeping the crown classy. Welcome to the QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the script on gossip, turning negativity into positivity. Join us as we redefine the conversation, focusing on the good, the inspiring, and the uplifting stories that shape our world. It's time to change minds, one positive gossip at a time. Let's dive into the stories that make us smile, inspire change, and celebrate the best in people. This is QT Gossip, where good news is the headline of every episode. Now it's time for tea time with the Queens.
Welcome, one and all, to the most royal gathering in podcast history. Tonight, we present a court of dazzling personalities and reigning greatness. First, get ready for the wit and charm, the unstoppable S6 Chomps, ruling the kingdom with style and swagger and with epic vibes. Behold, Bronina, the warrior monarch with a flair for the dramatic, while promoting all that is regal.
Hi guys! Woo! Well, that tea is extra
And
hot.
finally, we present the host of QT Gossip herself, the one, the only Miss Queen Lily, the reigning empress of elegance, grace, and pure positive tea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of
That
miss.
is right.
I kind of miss your old entrance where you used to come down from the roof.
Oh my goodness. I can't even. Okay. Before we get into that, it's time to flip that switch from negative onto positive and let's have some fun. But going off of that, Mr. Bronina, thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
So, the very first time we ever had a show was actually about a year and a half ago. And yeah, I came down from the ceiling
With Ric Flair's
to-
music. Doom,
That
To
is
Ric
pretty
Flair's-
crazy. It sounds crazy.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
it was very long. Everyone was staring at me. It took like a good minute and a half for me to get down to the floor.
It was
But
entertaining.
it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely royal like. It was pretty interesting.
Oh,
Yes. So how was your guys' day so far? Was your hi Shihan, thank you for coming. Jenny, thank you for coming. Ice Cold Stacks, thank you so much for coming. And our people online, we do appreciate you watching. We see you and we love you.
oh, we love.
But how was your guys' day so far? Was it ooh, look at him vibing. Look at him vibing. Go. Get it. Hey, let's go. Get it.
Let's go, Shia.
Check it,
Let's
check it.
go.
That's right.
Oh, those moves.
That
I
is
tell ya.
awesome. I know, for real. We love those moves. So, how was everyone's day today? Everyone had a good day so far. Everyone out in the audience had a good day.
Smooth,
I,
Can't
I,
get
I had an
behind
excellent
it.
good day.
See some confetti?
I'll tell you what. I had an excellent good day. I got my dad a PS5.
You got your dad a PS5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he hasn't
That is.
he couldn't get one at the moment, and I've been doing good with money, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give him PS5 so he could play WWE 2K25 the right way. So it was beautiful, and I also went out to eat with my best friend. So yeah, still feeling those
That is-
nachos, I'll tell you.
That is so fun. Well, I could tell you my day was pretty eventful. yesterday I went into work, and as soon as I got into work, I got in the elevator. I walked into the building first off, and it looked a little dark, looked a little dim, right?
Yes.
Got into the building itself, and then when I walked into the elevator, I'm thinking, you know what, it's one of those days. It's another Monday, even though it's not. I got on my floor. I'm on the 5th floor, and as soon as I got off the elevator makes the most awful noise. Okay, and it stops working.
Oh no.
So I was almost stuck on an elevator and couldn't get off it. And then I realized I walked into the building and the power is out.
Oh god.
So there's no power in my work building, and I just got off a elevator that broke down.
Nothing's more scarier than an elevator being locked down or falling.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is crazy. It's insane.
Sounds like a Final Destination.
Yes, I'm terrified.
We
of
are
getting,
actually
is there
getting a
one else?
reboot of that. Yeah.
You know what I
Is
mean?
there
It would be
one else?
different if you were in this situation. You could do something, but what makes that scary is that like you really can't do anything. You know, you just
No,
gotta
you
kind
really
of have to like
can't.
accept it.
Yeah,
It's
I think
very,
even
very
being
odd
on an
thought.
elevator in general freaks me out. Not only because one, I am constantly scared it's going to break and fall and plummet to the ground,
Yeah.
but also too when you get off the elevator, I don't I like hop and jump, like run off elevators because I don't want to get chopped in half. So I'm like I just hate, I don't like elevators. I also don't like stairs. I don't like to work out. Sorry, excuse me.
No, it's
I
all
had to
good.
take the stairs. I'm on the 5th floor of this building, okay? And I had to take the stairs twice. I took so technically I walked 20 sets cuz 5th floor, 2 each way. So I'm like I died. I died that day.
God.
It was horrible. But that being said, I think it's time that we bring out our special guest, and I'm super
Oh
super
boy,
excited.
I'm excited.
Yes, I am super super excited to bring out our special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me introduce Howard. Hey, look at him go. You got this. There we go.
Tea's extra hot. I think our musical guests arrived too.
Yes.
Oh heck yeah.
I am so excited
baby.
to have you here today. How are you, Howard?
I'm doing well. Can't complain. Just got back into town, so doing good. Excuse me.
Awesome. So
nope.
tell us, what were you doing when you were away? Did you have a nice little fun trip?
Yeah, it was a fun trip. I just got back in from Houston. Just got done doing coverage down at Industrial Immersive down there with the wonderful people, consultants with Digital Twins.
Ooh.
And man, it was a fun factor. Got to see some technology that's getting ready to come out, and got to be around some VR XR technology. So can't complain with that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Exciting.
That is so exciting. I've always wanted to go to those events to be able to see how, new things. There's always something new that's coming to the metaverse as a whole, and I'm so excited for so many things that are coming, like you have no idea. I also see a lot of people now getting those VR glasses. Has anyone else seen the Ray-Ban? Does anyone else in here have Ray-Bans? Like the
Yes.
Ray-Ban VR head? You guys have
No,
them? Is it
but
worth it?
Facebook's been trying to persuade me to buy them every day when I go for them.
I told everybody there's worth it. Like I put it just like this. I seen a blind person put them on, and it was just so fascinating to me because they really sat there and was able to ask questions, ask literally down to the little detail almost about what was like in front of this individual. And this was all from, like I say, the Meta Ray-Ban. So no, I really think it's becoming a fundamental. Yes, because it's like then it just had an update recently too, where like it's starting to tell you like not
That's a
like basically like all
game-changer.
that's like yes, but it's gonna be to revitalize like with translation. Yeah, they had the translation update and everything in June, and it's gonna be to the point like again, you won't be able to get lost no more. I feel like you won't be able to be in a situation where you will be uncomfortable. But then also, it'll be more accessibility to like to that community, blind, deaf, probably. Like I mean, it's the sky goes the limit.
That is so cool.
I didn't think about that Ray-Bans could really help people that are blind.
I didn't think about that either.
Like
I saw it more as like translation and to record what you're doing and to capture memories by taking photos. And I always thought the translation part was pretty cool because one day I want to be able to go into my nail salon and hear what they're talking about, because half the time that you don't know what the hell they're saying. But I'm very curious to know what they're saying. You know what I mean? And maybe I don't, because let's get real, they're probably talking some mad shit. But hey, that's okay. Everyone could talk. Everyone could talk some mad shit. That is so cool.
Doubt,
I wonder what you.
I
would
appreciate
do,
everybody coming through.
Ray-Bans.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like I agree with you completely. I'd probably do something even more crazier than that. So no judgment there.
Yeah, for real. Well, thank you everyone so much for being here, especially our live viewers at this time. I want to say thank you all for our live viewers. We do have so many of you, and we are so appreciative of you guys watching.
We love you.
Through our many different platforms. Thank you so much. And also for our live audience who is coming in and who are already here. Thank you guys so very much. You guys are very important to us, and we are very excited to have you guys here. If you guys at any time have any questions, feel free to come up to the mic at any point in time. This is an open mic. Whenever you guys have any questions,
tell us how you really feel.
Comments.
Go to the mic.
We're all a part of the podcast.
Say craziness, wildness, whatever. However you feeling.
Same thing with anyone who is online.
You can't hurt our feelings.
Just tell me that my suit does not match my pants. Please tell me that.
Oh, so we gonna say what we feel? I'm not doing. I'm not gonna scare y'all. No,
although this is where we flip the switch of negative, does not mean we can't.
See, yeah, we go
spicy. Okay,
exactly. We go. See, the formula is negative, but then if you like end it positive, like it kind of cancel each other out. So then
so the yin and the yang.
Again. You know what I mean? You had the yin and the yang, but you got to just close it positive, right? I think that works.
Exactly.
I'm not a professional.
Yeah.
Oh no, I dig that.
This coffee's extra hot.
First off, it's tea.
I mean tea. Sorry.
Yes. But let's get to it. Mr. Howard, let's have some fun with you, shall we? I want to get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became on Horizons.
Oh man, I love how the music came in behind that. Maybe let's start doing like a flashback montage. Like, yeah, it all started when I was just a wee bit meta baby. But no, so it all originated. I'll tell you when, like back in like 2021, I was sitting there, like a lot of like commercials was popping up at the time about like the MetaQuest 2, and I was just like, man, I'm gonna get it, and finally I got it, and it was like a mind-blowing experience. I was sitting on there like playing certain games and everything, and I got on to Horizon like through the beta program. Actually, that's like how old I am with this. Not trying to show my meta grades, but with like being on the beta program, like got in there through there like on venues and everything, and then started like coming on here like seeing. That was back at the time we didn't have no legs. We had like blotched faces and everything, but we was like, it was still a form of like you was able to like see communities on here and everything, and to see like the forming of them. And I guess what originated my identity in here is give a shout out all the way to Unemployed Alcoholic. Shout out to the Soapstone Comedy Club, seeing they're doing their metaverse thing with a comedy split this weekend. So because with that, but not even just that, he was showing like a comedy club at the time, and I went in there. I was saying nobody was doing music and everything really, and I don't do comedy. I mean, I can make you stand up, but that's only if I take my cousin's wheelchair. But really sitting there, just everything. He had me get on the stage, and I was like, "This is my music." And with doing that, it opened up a door of like doing music in the metaverse, and from then I was able to be the first musician you ever had on this show. To Navin is that was the first of my many shows that I did on here. I have so far 400 shows in the metaverse that I did like music wise.
Time to go.
So
Oh wow.
that's what brought that identity about. I mean, but that what brought me into Horizon Worlds.
Whoa.
That is awesome. That's a lot of shows too. Geez, holy cow. So what type
Yeah.
of shows do you like to do, like in general? Like what's your favorite type of show?
To be so honest, my favorite I want to say is like lounge format. I love doing like the intimate settings. I mean, I like to keep sweat. I don't have my chest hairs all out, but I love to be like in the type of like formats like you're like at a lounge or you're at that type of scenery like you would just walk in and just have that ambience of like it's just you and that person. And I think that's like one of the biggest things I ever seen like connection wise as an artist on here. I want to say like music wise and everything with that. And then also I want to say one of my favorite things with it, I get to throw my own music festivals with this. Like so far I did 3 Metal Woodstocks, how I call them, something that I originated and everything with my birthday. I got one of this famous people. This man performed on the stage right there. That's at the end. Vince being all cool.
Look at him chilling. He's just chilling.
He's just
I
chilling.
just love,
I did.
I just love how he was so nonchalant with it. Like, yeah,
He's
like,
nonchalant.
okay,
That
I
is
came
funny.
around with it. But yeah, but no, I think that's one of my just favorite parts to seeing so far, to seeing the music tethering and collaboration so far on here, like with the music wise, like in the metaverse.
Well, that is awesome. So
Yeah, I know
what
you've
was
been on the platform for a very long time. Almost, I would say, um, a decent a bit longer than I have. You know what I mean? So when I came into the space, which was a very long time ago, so you're definitely a meta OG in that regard. So
I still
flowers
remember.
to that.
I still remember when he had the this how I say I feel so old with it. I say this was at the tea time. I said I still remember when he had the puff balls over here. And I was like, that's like so how
Yeah,
old with
meta,
like
meta. You
format.
need to bring back the haircut. I remember.
that is
but
funny.
but that's what I mean. Like that's what I really love about really with that format. You see that I mean, because I'm a Degrassi head. I tell this to everybody. That's what really formulated a lot of my life. Degrassi and Boy Meets World. So I really say a lot of like way that we move through life too is like about transition and being on this headset. You see a lot of transition on here that you're not really aware to. I call this shit the new age high school. And I don't say that in no bad way. I have it in ways like you're really growing with this technology. We all started off as like freshmen, coming in here like with some form of like probably chance, some probably form of identity. Just like, oh, okay, hey, this is what I'm probably gonna do when I first get on this platform. Then get meta year 2. You sitting here, sophomore status, like, damn, okay, I went to the dances and everything on here a little bit. I'm not student president, but I'm sitting here like now. I made it on the football team or something. Like it's really different avenues that are really getting on the way out here. But then too is with the bullshit, excuse my French. Like I say, the drama times that come all out of it, man. Like that becomes a draining factor too. I see on here.
That's the whole reason why we did this show, is because that's all we've ever seen recently. Well, actually, not recently. It's getting a little bit better, but that's all we've seen recently in the past. Yeah, it's fine. But that's all we've seen recently in the past, where it's literally all just drama. And at one point, I'm like, you know what? We need to. And that's how I'm like, we really need to flip the switch of this drama because this is just complete bullpucky. And that's how flipping the switch came about. And Queen's Talk Gossip. A lot of people on here like to gossip about negative things that are, either true, not true. I always say there's 3 sides to every story: your side, his side, and the truth.
And the truth.
Yes.
Amen.
And you never know which one's which. So not all gossip is bad, but not all gossip is good either. So it depends on how you look at it. Here, though, we like to flip that switch from negative to positive and make sure that we provide the positive out of the negative. And that's the whole reason why we even do it. And because of this, season 4 of Queen's Talk Gossip is going to be revamped a little bit, not only for a podcast season, but to have fun. We're not just here to promote the people who deserve to be promoted. but also to have fun. So we're going to be playing mainly games most of the time now. Where I can't really give it all out yet, but it's going to be fun, and
Hey.
people can win money, and people
Hey,
are
hey,
going to be
hey.
able,
Money,
yeah,
money.
right? Yep, people are going to be able to win money. People are going to be able to win prizes. And people are going to be able to win free special events. And I am super, super excited that not only is going to be in Horizons, it's going to be in the multiverse as a whole. So it's going to be in Banter, VR Chat, and all the newer VR games that are be coming out. And I'm super, super excited. It's been a very, very busy time.
And that is so crazy that you have your own.
Yes.
You can make your own Marvel Cinematic Universe in here. Like you killed me right now. I mean, not give you what when you just said multiverse. Like that's just like right there. Like yes, it is a multiverse now of the metaverse, and that's what's amazing.
Yeah, it's not just the metaverse. It's literally the multiverse. Bernina loves to run sometimes when he hits the board. It's okay. We forgive him.
Yay!
But that being said, because we do like to play games here, I'm going to play a game with ourselves and our audience members that we have and people who are online. I'm super, super excited. If you guys watch on this board over here, which our beautiful members here will not be able to see it, so you guys can't see it, but the audience members can.
Oh, well. Okay.
If at any point in time we end up saying this word, if we end up saying this word, we lose and you guys win a prize. So, if you have any questions, comments,
we don't know what the
something
word
that
is.
you think that could make us say this word, try to get them to say it. You know, you never know. You could be a winner. You never know.
That's true.
I am also super excited. I'm hopefully for next week as well. We're going to be able to play trivia. And I would love for you guys to come back, especially you, Howard, to come back and have some fun with us because we're going to be playing 90s trivia.
Oh, that's my era.
Oh, that is my decade.
Trivia.
Let's go.
I am so excited. Let's see how many songs and artists you know from the 90s. And we're going to automatically sign you up for karaoke once you start playing. So let's go.
Karaoke for the last 2 nights, too. That's crazy. Yes, I'm saying.
So here we go. We're about to have some fun. But let's get a little bit more knowledge of you, Howard. Here are a couple of questions I always love to ask my audience members to ask as well. What is the one thing you like to do in the metaverse and one thing you like to do out of the metaverse that relates to your business as a whole?
Oh, well, I think one thing besides like spreading comfortability and positivity, I love the originator factor, the building of like I say, my brand in here, the Howard Hour. With that, like that was one of the biggest things so far. Like I've seen like how far building of a brand in here can take you somewhere. And I think that's like one of my favorite things so far is like that building of that, because I'm able now to sit here and be like, well, hey, this is something I'm doing from this. And I think one of my favorite things outside of this now is I just want to say the merging factor. And the merging factor is like bringing people now into this space, showing it around. Because I remember used to being on here, like it's like weird, like when they used to not really be nobody really on here besides, like the beta users and all that. So now, like you see everybody and their mama, and even like probably their mama's mama, but they probably got to go dig her up somewhere, and probably get her on the headset. But it's amazing to really see that it's bring us all together, and I'm glad that I could really be a part of that. Like in somewhat that sense, like not no like Thanos shit. Like yes, it's all from these stones that were on this headset. But I think that's what I
the Aquas Infinity Stones.
That is so cool. Oh my goodness.
I snap my fingers, half of the metaverse will be disappeared.
No, for real. So many people will freak out. My headset is off my face. 5 years. Oh, hey, that's a good movie idea, though. Let me stop.
That is a good movie idea. Can you imagine someone making? You know what? I'm not going to say it because someone will steal the idea, so I'm not going to say it. But
I mean,
should
but
I-
it's
no,
already
no.
it's already out there. The movie is already made. You see, if somebody
Yes,
do
it
the snap and
probably
the VR is already there, they get snaps. So many people will sit there and go crazy. I can just imagine, just like trying to find the means and everything to get back on the VR. Like, I mean, the best simulation that showed that is like The Matrix or Ready Player One. You see what happens like when people can like get disillusioned now from this when you can't get like so much access to it no more. I can just imagine, like, I mean, because it happened so many times on here. When we got on here at times where we thought we wasn't able to get back on the headset no more because they had like lifetime bans, like they have lifetime bans and stuff on here. So I can just imagine like how, with the joke about like you could really have somebody now at the snap of a finger sit here and take away the ability of your headset where it could become a part like it's a paperweight or you just sitting there like trying to find the next means to try to get back on it.
That is crazy too. I can only imagine for the people who have lifetime bans. I would, I'm not. See, that's a little different. I grew up where I was not really forced to go outside. I just liked going outside and making mud pies or whatever the heck you want to call them. I never really made mud pies. I live in the woods though. You know what? That's different. Anyway, coming
Mud
onto
pie.
the headset, mud pies. Coming onto the headset, being younger, being in the headset, a lot of these parents nowadays use the headset as a babysitter, and that is sometimes very dangerous and also very
Like I said, when
not
I was a kid, I'd just go outside, and if I was inside, I'd be playing my Genesis or my N64.
see, there you go.
Yeah.
But having a headset is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. One, it's a good thing because you get to meet new people, you get to do your passion for your business that you want to do, not only in the real life but in here, and also you can get away from everyday life, come in here and be someone who you want to be, or be something completely different. But
Yeah.
also it can be challenging and difficult too, because it's not, when you're trying to start a business, especially in the multiverse as a whole, it's not easy. It's very difficult, just like it is out in the real verse. Real verse, we're gonna start calling it real verse now.
Real
In
verse.
the
Oh.
real life universe, real RL,
The real
whatever you want
verse.
to call it.
The real verse.
It is difficult just like it is out there as it is in here, and you have to have the right people on your back.
Yeah.
And by your side to be able to grow and connect with those people. It can be very challenging and difficult, but if you are a person and you keep it up and keep it going, you'll become just like Mr. Howard over here and winning the big bucks, because look at him now. He's
It's funny that you
he's
mentioned
out
mud
there.
pies.
He's going to. Oh yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned mud pies because I didn't make mud
you want
pies.
one?
I would try to keep.
Oh.
I would try to have. Remember when I was younger, I used to go outside and try to collect ants because I'd use them as pets, but they ended up all dying. and I had like a pet rock, my favorite rock in the world.
Nowadays, instead of making those mud pies, I make the delicious mud pies where it's like, does anyone know what the dessert where it's like chocolate pudding and then crushed Oreos on top with the gummy worm on top, and it literally looks like a mud pie? Those things are so good. Has anyone ever had one of those? Can I see if you've had one? They're so good.
They were
I used to get the
amazing.
Lunchable ones of those. I never had like a real one. I always got the Lunchable ones. Like, I'm like, this is just.
I forget what they're actually called though. Like, I don't know they're actually called. Are they called mud pies? They're called mud pies? I'm pretty sure they're called mud pies. They're delicious. They're not like the real one. They're better, obviously. But also, growing up, what do you think a mud pie is?
Well, we used to when I was like down here, because I used to go between here and like Vegas and like New Orleans, and like with the mud and stuff down here, like crawfish and everything comes out the mud. So like they would make like little burrows and everything down here, or like little look like little craters and everything, and we will always call those mud pies because we'll take those whatever, like it'll like literally form up like little stools or so type format, and you could like put them on like a plate and everything, and we used to like serve them up like
Ooh.
that and everything. So I mean that was like a format of mud pies and everything, but I could just imagine like some people, like probably putting sticks, twigs, and like like really mud forming. So I could just see like different like collections of it.
My, uh, I always thought a mud pie was literally what it was, a mud, and you just piled it. It's a fun little thing that kids like to play with.
Uh,
You know, now I have a best friend who now I'm confused on what an actual mud pie is, and my best friend is a farmer, or her family is a farmer, and I remember helping her with some cows, and I was like taking care of a baby cow at one point, and she's like, "Don't step on that mud pie," and it's
Okay.
literally a big old pile of crap.
What you do?
And I'm like, "Wait a second.
Okay.
If that's a mud pie, then what have I been playing with the whole time?"
What
when
you
I was
do
little?
is that
Like,
you make
that's gross.
pudding.
she been
You make-
she been playing one of them pies.
What you do is that you
Like, what-
okay. What you
The
do
hell?
is that you make pudding, then you make brownies, and then you mix them together, crushing them all up, and that's
Oh
mud
my
pudding.
goodness, I can't. I'm
that sounds
so
good,
excited
but
for
then it
that.
also sounds scary. It sounds like something off the help. Oh yeah, that's that. That's that pie for you. You want the mud pie?
Now I
Let's
could
get
use
it.
some
All right,
pot
got it.
brownies. Oh, are we not allowed to say?
Oh my goodness, Brownina.
God,
I can't.
Why you gonna put the brownies in pot though, man? Like they for your flowers. You see? You messing with the
Yeah,
neighbors.
see, turn it. We take the negative, turn it into positive. There you go. We talk about pots for flowers. That's how you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah, exactly how you do it. Yep. Cool.
Yes.
You like to
I am
hide your brownies. I dig.
Mr. Bronina, I'm gonna get you your own little award. Hitting the board. Hitting the board award. Oh my goodness. Well, Howard, I have another question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
In order for you to start your business that you have in here, how did you start it, and what was the most difficult thing that you had to overcome and hurdle over?
Hmm. Well, that's a good one. I say it started again, but I keep sounding like a meta grandpa in here. Shout out to meta grandpa. But no, man, like I remember like starting off on here as like a business I started with shout out to the homie Marty Hall and all of them on there, man. It was Talk That Ish podcast. And I was on there that originated we was just on there, talking our ish or what's on. I ended up getting into a collaborative unit on there with a couple of comrades on here, and we end up originating and building together like a unit on here everybody would know about. I mean, if you ever came in with the metaverse, but it became Bass Drop Radio. And right there with being like on Bass Drop Radio, doing that and everything, we was doing it like like radio station format, had music and all that. I started doing like the late night crowd, like late night vibes and everything. I would be on my headset all the time, and I started looking at it like, oh man, like people want to be on here, like, oh, we're having fun, like we're vibing, we're not sitting here just like talking about going to the club or what. So, and while doing that, I started doing like a little segment on there and everything. Started calling it the Howard Hour. And like during the Howard Hour, like because I'm doing it again, just being at midnight or what, so just having fun. And I started doing it like weekly. And while like doing that a weekly, so it started having more fun with it, started seeing more originality with it, with the business aspect. Then I would say, this is where I guess your second question that ties in about with the hardship now finally. The hardship with that too. While with this format of building up with the Howard Hour with the segment, the formulation of Bass Drop Radio came apart. And I say that in a formulation of like, journeys are real on here. Like I said earlier about, this is like a new age high school. Like not know like, oh, hey, you're going to have to do this, you have to do that. But like, you go into different directions. You're not going to always be on the same path with somebody that you started off with. And everybody goes their different ways, and it's all in positive matters, and it's all in ways of elevation. That what brought me to like with the hardship. I'm like, oh man, this is something that was together on. I'm like, oh man, what to do, and all this now. That's when I seen about the building of the Howard Hour like in a metaverse aspect. Because now I'm sitting here like I'm just not sitting here in like somebody else studio or somebody else format that we're like, that basically that it don't make a business sense wise, because these businesses will look at you as a entity, not just as a unit no more. And that originated again with the Howard Hour on here, and with the Howard Hour, it was able to build up. I was able to sit here and have guests come through, man. Like multiple like influencers and everything that's on here on the metaverse. That's in general. But I say it again with the hardship wise, it was a lot of. You see with that, with the guests and everything, you see like with the hate, because with certain guests, with certain people you're not able to talk to, certain people are not able to get on here, or certain people are not able to construct a way to just sit here and formulate to have a conversation. So that's another hardship with the business. But business wise, man, it was about with the originality, seeing on here like to be yourself, and somebody can sit here and talk to you for like hours at an end on time. You've learned so much about an individual, because you can either be like the words to their chest, I mean the words to their skin, or you could be like the knife to their flesh. And like you could really sit here, like it's a lot of times on here like people go through journeys. But business wise, man, I guess what I started saying about like having conversations, and that built up a formula where I was able to see the tethering aspect about doing this and doing it in real life. So I say that with that question.
That is awesome. Well, I'm so excited to be able to get to know you a little bit more in depth, and to be able to connect with you and see all the great adventures that you go on. And I'm excited to be able to be somewhat a part of it. Mr. Chops, did you happen to get a hold of our musical guest for today? Oh,
yeah, they weren't able to make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, for that being said, I do have a question, but it is a tea time with Auntie D question. Now, as some of you may know, we do have Miss Diva the Queen Bee, who is part of our host crew
Shout
here
out,
too.
Auntie.
Yes, shout out to Miss Diva. Unfortunately, she
Diva.
cannot be here today due to a family emergency, but we do have a segment that she typically does, and it's called Tea Time with Auntie D. And it's where a anonymous person puts English is so hard today. It's where someone can fill out an anonymous question and submit it, and we'll be able to answer the question here at the show. So we did have a couple of spicy ones. We had a couple of spicy ones. The first one was a story about a guy's best friend having some Bound Chicken Wow Wow pop up on the TV, and they ended up asking us what is our pleasure. Some spiciness. The next one we had was a guy who turned his hobby into a business and then started, not liking it. And he asked us how we could start liking your hobby again, even though it is your business. And then this one is a little laid back. This one's more fun, which I am super excited about. And I'm pretty excited to see what your guys' answers are, because not only do I want your guys' answers, I want answers from online and whoever is here in the audience too. Like if they want to answer, because it's a fun one. So the question is, and this one does not have a story with it, which is kind of sad because I like the stories. There we go. I had to unlock my phone. Good gravy. Okay. So the question is, if you could switch lives with any cartoon character for a week, who would it be and why? Right? So
that is a very good one.
Cartoon character for a week, who would it be and why?
Oh,
why not?
Oh,
all right. So so as long as they're in like cartoon adaptation, that counts, right?
Yeah, okay. I'm assuming so. Yeah.
I will say, all right. I think already I'll know off the bat, because don't laugh at me. Jackie Chan and Jackie Chan Adventures. I think so because like
Oh,
don't laugh at me with that. It's with the talismans and everything with that. I just think he was always a badass in there. But that's to be him for like a week, and I know it'll probably just be some bullshit all week. I'll be having to watch my back, but I just think that would be cool as shit to be like, Jackie Chan in that
that is
format.
funny. Is it bad that a song literally popped in my head of Kung Fu Fighting? Does anyone know what that song is?
Everybody
Everyone
wants
Kung
everybody
Fu
wants
Fighting.
fighting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everybody was
That song just
Ooh.
when I was little, apparently my parents turned that song on in the car, and I used to dance to it every single time, and my dad would scream the "Hiya" part every single time, and then I would end up screaming it after him. Yeah, anyway. But I automatically just thought of that song when you said that. That's cool. Okay, Jackie Chan. What about you, Mr. Grodina? Who would your cartoon character
I had to think
swap
long
be?
and hard. First, I was gonna go with Timmy Turner because I want some Very Odd Parents, but I
Oh,
want
man, that's a
probably
good one.
Danny Phantom going ghost powers. Come on, going through walls.
Oh, man, you're getting all
okay.
the good ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
going through people
okay.
and controlling, fighting some bad guys. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Okay, okay. What about you, Mr. Toms? What's your life swap character gonna be?
Do I
Cartoon
have to pick
character.
one?
No.
Oh,
Because
damn it.
I'd be the Tasmanian devil because I like tearing things up. I'd be Mojo Jojo because sometimes I could be pretty evil.
Ooh.
And then my last pick would probably be you know what I mean, Johnny Bravo because I've been him. Everybody knows that.
my
yeah.
word.
Okay, hold on.
You know, that makes
Stop
sense.
I have to ask
What
though with the
is
Mojo
that?
with the Mojo Jojo part. Like, hold on. He got whooped though like every week by the Powerpuff Girls. Like,
Hey, that may be true. That may be true. Hey, that may be true.
No, I'm
But
just saying.
hey, it's experiencing.
Experience. Hey,
Oh
I
my
can see that.
You know what I
You know
mean?
what?
To be a primate with
Oh,
your
oh.
brain exposed.
Hey,
You're angry all the time. You're just evil. You know, just yeah. I
Hey,
wanna
my
be evil
goodness.
for a
Hey,
week.
pretty mama.
You want to be
Do you
evil
want
for-
dessert?
That
Oh
dude's
my-
psycho.
Hey,
He's
pretty mama,
probably doing
Stop
something off
it.
screen we don't know about.
Yeah. Hey, pretty mama.
Oh my
Want
goodness.
dessert?
I
Because I'm served with the best dish. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
Hey,
know,
look,
now that I'm thinking about it,
Johnny
Johnny Bravo. I'm assuming everyone here has seen Johnny Bravo. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Johnny Bravo is a dirty duder. Like
He's
I-
him. He's Timothy
I
plus him.
I say
He is
Johnny.
the dude.
I see. Yeah, he was misunderstood. Like I say, I really say that to a fact because again, I watched that show just recently, just watched it over, and that's one thing I was really saying too. Because I'm like, he would do this stuff to himself. Like it's not even just like going out to find the factor or none of that. That's why about being like authentically
Well,
yourself.
wasn't proud.
It is really tough, like tough for the world or whatever. Because he's not looking out to be like no disrespect for anything. Like he's sitting there like, oh, well, damn, you look good as shit. Like, and it just probably comes out the weird way. All that, but then still the same long run too. I say about just watching this
Yeah.
recently. The motherfucker who made that show, Seth MacFarlane. That's what like he was like one.
He's also
he was
kind of horny.
Yes,
Yeah,
and that's why I'm sitting
oh
there.
my goodness, you
and I'm
boys.
getting-
How the hell did this
You
get?
know, get it-
How the heck did it get past the
This is
kids network?
No, this
Yeah.
because this is the positive aspect.
Well,
That's what you're
SpongeBob's
saying.
dirty too.
No,
I
no,
mean-
this is what. But no, when I say the positive aspect
hella.
about with Johnny Bravo, like not even just that, like the whole like hella part with Johnny Bravo, that enhanced like that made me not like feel good about like trying to holler at women, but like I'm seeing a dude like this dude keeps getting rejected by everybody, all this and that, but he still was himself. He still stayed in that format of like each day he
100%.
went. And that's what
But
like
you know,
I
that's
kept seeing
crazy.
from
That
that.
takes a lot of strength because I'm gonna tell you something, right? I think that ultimately speaking, like there's like, and this might sound a little wild or a little crazy, but I do believe that you can like program yourself or program your brain to be cohesive to like your dreams and desires like here and when you're living life. And like the way that you do that is exactly that. I think that if you manifest it and you tell yourself, like, let's say something wild that people wouldn't agree with. Let's say I think, oh, I want to be a godly figure. I want to be the best. I want to be a master, whatever the terminology you want to use. If you say this to yourself every day in the mirror, then you say it to all of your friends. You ignore the the giggles that come with you making this statement. You keep regurgitating the same words every single day to everybody, into your environment, to the world, to the air, to the sky. Then you will convince your brain to believe it. And then sure enough, you'll be walking down the street as if that is a true statement. And then once you really reach that stage, then everyone else is going to believe you, and it's a domino effect. You know what I mean? It's changing your perspective. It's your POV, is your lens.
Wow, that got deep.
Yeah.
So
And that's
fast.
what Johnny Bravo does. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm that dude. Girls like, get out of here. He's like, I'm that dude. He's in the mirror by himself. I'm that dude. You know what I mean? He's like in the shower. I'm that dude. You know what I mean? But he's regurgitating the same concept, and like the reinforcement to be able to hold that stance of I'm that dude in a world like this and throughout trials and tribulations. It takes a lot of strength to just think you're that dude all the time.
Exactly. My mama
That
told me.
is pretty cool.
My mama told me to warn women about you, or something like that.
But let's get on the Johnny Bravo aspect. Can we talk about?
But he is a dirty dude.
Yeah, well,
Facts.
let's talk. You want to know what's dirty? Let me tell you, SpongeBob. And let me give you one example. Let me give you one example. Okay. I did
That was
when I
pretty
was
good.
little.
That was pretty good.
That was very good. I'm very impressed. One example, okay? And I guarantee you, when you hear about this, I'm assuming everyone here has watched SpongeBob. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay.
God, it was
right.
it was
Okay.
my childhood. I was like the biggest fan.
I'm collecting all the cups today.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
well-
there. I still remember when it dropped.
I still
Well,
remember
here,
all the weird
how about
things.
this? How about this? Okay. And when you're little, you don't realize this until you get older and you rewatch it and you're like, oh, dirty. Okay, here, listen, ready? Here's the episode. Panty raid.
Oh, that's
Oh.
my favorite episode.
Oh, I wonder why.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that you
it's where
mentioned that.
SpongeBob
It's
and Patrick.
But
Go
then he breaks
panty
into his
raiding.
own mom's room. It's kind of weird.
it's funny that.
Well, he didn't know.
Or-
Hang on a
But
second.
Yeah,
SpongeBob
he's a
and
weirdo.
Patrick
Get him out of
knew.
here.
It's funny that you mentioned that episode because after 20 years, Nickelodeon banned it from their network. It's no
But it
longer.
did.
It's no
There you
go
go.
on their streaming
wonder why.
services or cable.
I mean, are you surprised?
yeah.
I don't think anyone should be like surprised. I'm not gonna say too much on this. You can look into this yourself.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. You should ask yourself why Nickelodeon has like that foot as their like icon.
Oh, watch
There's
that
a story
Netflix.
behind the investigation.
Watch that
Boom, bang, look
Netflix
at it.
series.
Oh,
You'll- yep,
Clyde
watch
on
the
set
Netflix
with the kid.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, so hold on. I must be old right now. You say there's an episode. Wait, what episode was SpongeBob? I mean, because I thought you was
It's
talking about
called
the episode.
Panty Raid.
No, it's
Yeah,
called.
it's called,
Uh,
the episode
it's
of
called-
SpongeBob is called.
and it's not called
it's called
Panty
Panty
Raid.
Raid.
It's called
I mean,
midlife crisis.
But the
or
concept of it-
consolation. It was about Mr. Krabs trying to feel young again, and
Oh well, either way,
yeah,
yeah. So the story is that SpongeBob
Uh-huh.
and Patrick take Mr. Krabs to go panty raiding because they're trying to make him feel young again.
oh, but it's an old man
they
going through
break
old
into
houses.
yeah, they break into
Uh-huh.
someone's house. They break into someone. I can't do quotations.
it was
They
Mrs.
break into
It was Mrs.
someone's
Krabs.
house.
It was like his mother.
And yeah, and SpongeBob and Patrick are going through her drawers, sniffing her underwear, doing all this stuff, and then Mr. Krabs' mom walks in and Eugene, why are you here? It's
Hey,
his
yo.
mother. Like it's
That's like
insane.
disturbing, though.
Are you
like, watching
feeling
it.
it now, Mr. Krabs?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking. But when you say like dirty or so, I'm thinking like again because I grew up on like watching it like when they like first dropped. I'm like remembering like the cursing episode. I just remember being so young
Oh,
and like
with
it was
the-
on the internet,
with
like, and then like the dolphin sound, like and like I'm
I
like
don't
sit-
care. I don't care what no one says. It can't be that dark outside that you don't know it's your own.
Oh, by
house,
the
right?
way, they were
Get this crab out of here.
True.
Get him off set. Ban him from the show. He's weird.
the episode where they were
True.
swearing and. By the way, the episode where they're swearing with animal noises, they were actually swearing.
Mhm. Oh, I believe
yeah,
it.
that's
I believe
and that's
it.
why I mean, you're doing it too good. I mean, I've been in too many scenarios. I see it with my son now. Like you be sitting there just right now, like, yeah, son of a, hey, don't you? And I'm like, I could really, you're not just gonna be sitting there, yeah, son of a, yeah, what the? No, like you really got to sit there and have like some type of. And I'm like, being young, you think you're so invisible with that, like, cause that's why I'm seeing like going around, like, yeah, what the, like you start doing like a little dolphin sound, like shit, I still got my ass whooped. Like, yeah, you try to cuss now. You're talking like a dolphin. Like,
Whoa.
Man,
Man.
my parents. I remember it was on Christmas because I remember getting one of those like Nintendo Switches, the old-fashioned Nintendo Switches where you got a game and it's like the puppy game where you like play with your puppy, you train it,
Oh, you
all
mean
that
the
stuff. Well, I
DS?
Oh my!
trained.
Did you just say
Yes,
the old
the
Nintendo
DS.
Switch? Oh my jeez! You just
I
hurt my
forget
heart.
what's
I'm
called.
sorry.
The DS, the DS.
Yes, the DS.
I still have it. I just found it. And I turned it on not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was playing with it. And let me tell you, back then we had some awesome stuff. Now it's like, it's still cool, but I
Well,
loved growing up in that
Well,
era.
May-
But I remember being in the car going to my grandparents, and I was playing this game on the DS, and I taught my dog how to sit. And it tells you write down what you just taught your dog. And I'm like, I'm asking my parents, I'm like, and I'm young at this time, and I'm like, I don't know how to spell sit. Can is it SHIT? And I'm like, asking my mom, is it SHIT? I just taught my dog how to sit. It's SHIT, right? And they're cracking up laughing at me. And I'm wondering why they're laughing at me. And they're like, can you spell it again? Sound it out. I'm like, SHIT. Sit. And they're like, no. Try again. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm just.
Oh my God.
I never knew that I was spelling the wrong word the whole time. What's funny is the fact that I used to spell it like that in not high school, in elementary, the whole time I spelled it like that. No wonder.
Oh, so you was really spelling.
Teachers.
He's shitting.
Yes.
He ain't sitting.
Yes.
I didn't
Yes.
say it wrong. He just sitting there shitting.
And I always wondered why my parents and my teachers were laughing at me the whole entire time when I was saying, like, he's learning how to sit. No, I'm saying he's learning how to shit. That's what I'm saying.
Johnny came here and shit.
Yes.
No, I gotta say that.
Oh, by the way,
I
I gotta
think
say.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say earlier during the SpongeBob thing, may the creator rest in peace. The creator of SpongeBob. You know he passed away.
The creator who made SpongeBob or the person who did SpongeBob?
The person who made SpongeBob, the guy who made the first.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, he
R.I.P.
from AOS. Yeah.
Aw. Well, I think the cartoon character I would want to be is the old version of either Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy. No, one, because they're cute for one, and two, they get to have fun with Batman. So I wouldn't mind punching Batman a while, you know what I'm saying? You can arrest me any day.
And then there's a Batman animated movie that you need to watch now.
Oh no. Do I want to know what type of Batman movie this is?
Oh no! I know which direction you're going there. What?
Yeah, there's a scene where literally Harley Quinn is trying to get information out of Batman in a hotel room, and they end up trying to attack each other.
That was what.
Yeah.
It wasn't Batman. It was with Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I could have sworn it was a Bruce Banner. There was one Bruce Banner.
No, she's in he's in there, but no, it was with Dick Grayson. Because he had her. Like he was not the hostage, but he had to watch, bring her to get the chip and everything, keep her safe before anybody killed her, to like basically get information out.
Of all the episodes of Queen's Talk Gossip, this is probably the most PG-13 we've ever gotten. Because most of them are usually PG, like every single one.
Hey, we can go spicy sometimes.
Yep.
And we will go spicy in the future.
That is true.
We're getting out there, Bernie and
So
I.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Dick Greasy.
We're just keeping it. We're keeping it classy and being sassy. That's what we're doing. Okay.
But no, I mean, one thing I was gonna say about with the I mean, because you could say with a spicy aspect, I was like about to say with like that's one thing that was always weird to me. They always made like the chick villains and everything always hot as shit. Always like you always wanted to go after her.
I
And
know.
then you got this motherfucker like Sandman ass dude chasing after you or whatever. You're like, oh no, damn, the fucking dude right here don't get no love at all. But
Right?
you got a fucking crazy ass girl right here. Like never disrespect her to Harley Quinn.
I'll
or
let
whatever. I'm like,
Batman.
you got a
I'll let Batman arrest me. Like, I mean,
but no, but you have a crazy ass chick like you have everybody like, oh, I would love Harley Quinn to get. No, you would not. That I could just imagine her just going crazy on a motherfucker for real, like just like, oh yeah, I bet you the sex. Oh, this will be amazing with her. Imagine her snapping on you in the middle of y'all doing something because you ain't hitting it right.
She used to be a therapist. She used to be a therapist for Arkham. She used to be like some type of daughter. She used to like listen to their problems.
She was she was a
psychologist.
But she was.
Have you played?
Yeah.
Have you played Arkham? Did you do the game yet on the
VR
headset?
game on here? Yes, I saw her on there. See, okay, fun story. Everyone pretty much calls me the live version of Harley Quinn. So, and when I saw her in here, I freaked out because I love Harley Quinn. My car is red and white. I call her Harley. She's Harley Quinn. Okay, so I love Harley Quinn. She's my girl. But like when I got in here and I'm looking at her and I'm like, the way she talks makes me want to cringe just a little bit. She doesn't sound like
Good morning, Mr. J. Like Miss sorry.
I mean, hold on. You saw what on the Batman game, right?
Yeah, her like she.
I have not.
Yeah, that was the original voice.
I have not played it. I have not played it, but I've played.
Maybe that's the name. I'm not playing the right one then. I don't think it is.
I have not played the Arkham VR game, but I played all the Arkham games on PlayStation.
My gosh. Man, I only asked that because like when you said about like with the voice and everything, like again, I just got done playing. I mean, it's no spoiler, like but Tara Strong, she's playing Harley Quinn on there.
I think it's funny,
like it's just her voice. It brings that like ambience. Like I'm sitting there, I was like Batman the whole time, like frozen.
It still amazes me that she played Harley Quinn, but also played Timmy Turner for many years.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was a massive voice actress.
Someone also played. I forget the person. I think she also played that person on The Simpsons. I think maybe not. No, that might be another girl.
Oh, Nancy Cartwright was on The Simpsons.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was someone. I don't remember.
I know she also played Dill, Tommy Pickles' brother, and
wow,
who plays him? I mean, I'm curious with that. Like, I know that's random, but who plays Dill?
Tara Strong. She also plays.
Yeah, so it's the same person.
Yeah. Tommy Pickles.
That is crazy.
I don't remember.
They
have one though. No, it's crazy you say that because the one who plays Tommy Pickles too, like she's in Rob Zombie movie. She's in a couple of them. The one that does the Tommy Pickle voice. So I think that is the same one, right? Yeah. So like she actually gets killed on the Devil Rejects. That's how I just remember like when she was like, yeah, what you doing here, man? And I'm like, that sounds like Tommy. And I remember looking that up. And that's why I found out about like certain people.
Don't watch the reboot of Rugrats. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, I don't like the reboot of Scooby Doo when there's no like. I'm just not going to do it anyway. Guys, reboots are not a thing. They should not be a thing, and we can.
They said it on Jay and Silent Bob. You can't do a reboot without giving originality to the original. Like no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me. Amen.
Amen to that.
Well, guys, I am so excited that you guys are here. Thank you so much for being here, Howard. Thank you so much for joining us today and getting to know you. I am very happy that you were able to come and we were able to get to know you a little bit more. Starting next week, we're going to be playing a lot of games and possibly world hopping. This past week, we did go to a world hop game. We visited a couple of fun games. I do recommend checking them out. We went and played Pie to the Face, which is very, very fun. We went and played Who Dat, which is very fun, which is a remake of the Guess Who game, which is very fun. Loved that game. We also went and checked out was it Wonderland?
Yeah, Wonderland.
Oh,
which
Wonderland
was
Summer?
Wonderland.
it was
I'll
was
put that
like a
trip
trip. Like holy crap.
Yes,
Wow.
Wonderland. That was a very fun game as well. So definitely go check it out. I think that was the only 3 that we actually went to this past weekend. We did record those sessions, and I will be posting
You also
them
went to
on
one by
YouTube.
yourself. I know that before I arrived.
Oh yeah, the Idol City is the one that I went to.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me. Went to there as
Oh,
well.
snap.
So I will be posting
That's all-
those videos on YouTube. So if you want to take a look at them, definitely go take a look at it and have fun. Give them a like, give them a share. We will be
Hey.
doing another World Hop, so it's gonna be fun.
Hey, well, hey, before all you in, can I give a shout out to
Yeah.
to some of my fellow Meta people and everything? Not even is that, but no, shout out to my baby, hey, 14th floor vibes, hey, always 22nd century, you always know, but not even is that, but no, shout out to everybody that's on here doing what you have to do to construct the way. Positivity is really what's needed on this format. I love to see that y'all are doing a format like this, so because people are still finding originality with this, people are still finding flexibility of their mind with this, but not even as that, people are still having fun. It don't always have to be in a way of this in here, like you're not away from all this, but no, shout out to everybody that's doing what they're doing, because everybody that know they all been around me, I always say everybody is a somebody. Stop listening to what other mofos are saying. Stop doing what old motherfuckers are saying unless they want to sit here and help you doing what they're saying. You feel me? You can't do the time and do the crime if you're not doing it together. But you can do the time if you're seeing somebody else doing it better. You feel me? And that's one thing you can always do within. You could do this time within better. And you only get better with time. You feel me? So yeah, shout out to Leona Lewis. I see you, baby. I see you. But no, man. Yes, folks. That's your boy HT. Howard 702. Thank y'all for rocking with me like a kid untied shoes, man, because I show love just like y'all can show it to me too.
Hey, let's go. That was awesome. Well, guys, it is time to end, unfortunately, but don't worry. We will have another show next week, and I'm super excited to play that one because by then we're going to have a bot. We're going to have fun. We're going to play 90s trivia. Come and try to win that game because that one's going to be fun. Let me tell you. But just keep in mind, if you win, technically, when you submit your submissions for your answers to be, submitted, you automatically sign up for karaoke because I guarantee you're gonna want to sing to these songs. Okay, I'm super excited. Let's get to it. Before we even start, I see one of my very closest friends, Relaxing Cloud. If you go somewhere and don't say hi to me before I'm done here, I'm going to cut you. So stay. Thank you.
Damn, that's recorded too. It's serious.
Sorry. I haven't seen him forever, and I want to hang out with him for a little bit. But let's get to it, shall we?
Hey.
Mr. Chomps, where can people come find you if they want to talk to you?
I'm not really a conversation type of man, you know what I mean? Very expensive. However, you can follow me and watch me and possibly reach out if it calls for it. That S6 Motion on Instagram or Throne Dynasty.
Awesome. And how about our special guest, Mr. Howard? Where can people come and find you if they want to talk to you?
Yes, man. Besides the cell phone, because I ain't giving you that number out yet, you can find me on anything that has an internet connection. Just type in Howard 702 LV and you'll find me. Yes, on every platform that's out there, even on LinkedIn it be. But yes, if it ain't HT, that ain't me. But yeah, that's where you can all find me on under Howard 702 LV.
He got the rhymes for everything. Look at him go. Mr. Bronina, where can people come and find you if they want to talk to you?
Well, people can come find me at Bronina CRS on TikTok, Bronina _C.R.S on Instagram, and you can find me on YouTube with more stuff coming its way at the Bronina CRS VR. More things that happening, and also a brand new movie that I'm making right now that will be out in August. Look forward to newer trailers coming soon.
Hey, let's go. And I'm Miss Queen. You can find me on Instagram. Definitely find me on Instagram. Miss Queen Lily 01. Why did the hype music step on me? Rude. Miss Queen Lily 01.
It just doesn't like it. Oh,
Thank you. It hates me. Everything hates me today. Miss Queen Lily 01. Find me on Instagram. Give me a like. Give me a share. Show me how much you care. You can also find us on YouTube. We have 2 YouTube channels. We have the Queen Royalty Productions, where we go and world hop, which you will see all the worlds that we've been to recently on that channel, as well as the Queen Royalty, that's the one I just said, as well as QT Gossip Podcast YouTube, where you can find all the shows that we have just done. So, also live streaming. Hi to all of our live viewers. We love you all so much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for our amazing guests who are here. We cherish every single one of you and our live viewers. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's have some good ending vibes. Have a good night. See you
Thank
next
you
week.
for joining us today here at QT Gossip Podcast for the best of the best info around. Join us again every Thursday at 8 p.m. EST or watch our live stream.
Thank
Don't
you so much,
forget to
Howard,
like
for
and
coming.
subscribe.
Thank
And
you.
remember, as we close the mic, open your mind
Hi,
to
guys.
new horizons.
I gotta get a
and
picture
the
with
door
y'all.
to countless
Oh,
possibilities.
yeah.
Until next time, keep chasing your dreams.